Hi, how's everyone? Welcome. Thanks for coming back, and hello and welcome if you're new. I swear I stutter badly. I sing even worse, but if you can vibe with a hot mess, then you have found the right channel. Welcome. I wanted a second go at that love reading with the fairies from yesterday. I wasn't really happy with how I interpreted it. I was kind of still very unclear about what was going on there. So I wanted a second go at it, and that's what we did. So I laid out the fairies. Um, I laid out for person one and person two. I think I'm going to try doing it that way instead of trying to designate one of the sides for the masculine or the feminine. I'm just going to say person one or person two. And then this time I laid out three for the health of the connection. So we'll see if we can get some clarity on it that way. Excuse my chair is a little loud. One second. So, I bumped it. I'm a mess. Let's put some lotion on. I should have done this before I hit record. I didn't think of it. So, person one is in some deep contemplation and trying to figure something out, almost like it's a riddle. Okay, we have Arvel the parrot. I actually like this energy. I don't run across parrot energy very often. It is Page of Swords energy, kind of, but remember the fairies function in the 4D, so some of the symbolism can be the same, some is different, but this is Page of Swords energy to me, because in my animal wisdom deck that we're going to use, if I go for some clarification on this, we'll use the animal wisdom deck instead of the vice versa deck. I do like the vice versa deck's messages, but I don't think it was calibrated very well to work with the fairies, but the animals are. In my animal wisdom deck, the Page of Swords is the parrot, and what it tells us is that parrots can speak. And there is some very high level of intelligence there, but there is still people who wonder if it's not just mimicry, if it's just parroting, like they say, parroting back something that they had learned but they don't actually know the meaning of. So Arvel the parrot is talking about speaking clearly. It says, listen well and speak true, speak clearly. Also, though, this works in the idea of paying attention to nuance, body language, phrases, and surprisingly, daydreams, because those could have messages of truth that you need to you need to contemplate over. Okay, so in the animal wisdom deck, the parrot card is the Page of Swords. And in that deck, it says to speak your heart with your own words. So if you see Arvel the parrot, he's pointing at his throat chakra. It is lit up, but his mouth is closed. He's not speaking. He's not speaking what he's thinking, what he's feeling. There's something with the throat chakra maybe where they're not speaking outright what they're feeling. They're keeping it a little to themselves. There also could be an energy in their energy for person one. Oh, I forgot. Remember, not all messages will resonate for all of you the same way, okay? So leave what doesn't resonate for you right now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You're all at different points in the timeline. You also all have free will, and so does everybody that you interact with, okay? Like I say, I can read the script, but I can't tell you which character you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage, whether you're involved here, observing, or a cross watcher. I can only read the energies. So, like I said, person one, The lead card coming off of person one was Arvel the Parrot. So there could be an energy in their energy, your energy, somebody's energy, person one's energy, where they're just telling somebody what they want, what they think they want to hear. Okay, there may be an energy here where they're unsure, not unsure. They're kind of protective of what they're thinking, so they don't want to communicate what they're thinking. They're just like kind of like agreeing along with another person or the situation, not really telling what they are thinking. So Arvel the Parrot is being advising someone. He's advising person one to speak your heart with your own words. Mimicry is not communication here. So person one has to or is trying to listen well to themselves and to everything going on around them in order to speak their truth. Next to that, we've got Lace the Moon's daughter, one of the Moon's daughters. She's one of the Sphinxes, and there's a sister to her in the deck. Um, Sphinxes are trying to. Sphinxes give us riddles to figure out. They guard gateways, and in order to go through, pass through, to go to the next level, we have to prove that we have done everything in the current cycle and learned all the lessons, so that when we get to the new phase, we can answer her riddles 3. So the Lace the Moon's daughter, she is connecting to the higher self, explore the deep mind, pay attention to symbolism and the unknown shadow inside. So this is very internal churning, I heard, churning of thoughts and plans and trying to figure things out. Somebody is in an energy of having been illuminated to the idea that something's not right, and they want to figure out how to change it. The next card person one got is the Sage. I love this energy. It's a combination of the Hermit and the Shaman. I love the look of it. He fills up the card. This is masculine energy. But remember, gender ain't shit. That's why I changed it to person one and person two. But the energy of masculine and feminine is still there. But we have to let go of the gender bullshit, okay? Boobs and wieners, that doesn't matter. People can be various combinations of both, and people are, I have to say, all people are various combinations of both masculine and feminine energy. And at any given point, we can be functioning in either. So person one has the energy of the Sage. This is Hermit and Shaman energy. And this is somebody who is passing judgment on something. They are in a energy of retreat and self-exploration. Again, another idea of self-exploration. This person feels like they are, if they're not physically cutting off from people, they are emotionally or mentally cutting off from people. They can even still be functioning normally in everyday life, but this person feels like they are keeping their intimate feelings and thoughts and plans and deductions, their observations, their goals, maybe changing, they're keeping it all to themselves. Sage energy also talks about inner vision and hidden knowledge, contemplation, and self-discovery and transition. So, like I said, this all feels very internal for person one. Now, I do get the feeling that the top person one could be the masculine, but like I said, don't get stuck on that. It could just be someone in their masculine energy. What I love here is that Lace the Moon's daughter, if I can show her, she's got a boobie hanging out, so I don't want to show boob. But she's kind of, let me see if I can put this up like this. Hopefully I don't get flagged for boobies. But she's looking so admiringly at the sage. See how she is? She's leaning over, and I don't know if you can see the look on her face. She's just like, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Look at how he is, so in his power. And she's just looking so adoringly at the sage. Like, she has all the confidence in her that he's going to definitely be stronger once he figures out what he wants. So let's go to person two. I feel that this could be feminine energy, not male or female, like I said, but feminine energy, only because two of the cards here are feminine energy cards, and two cards up in person one are masculine. So here, one of my favorite cards from this deck, we've got the Green Woman. Look at how wild she looks. What's humorous is part of the description of this card is some level of maturity. But if you look at her, she looks anything but mature. She's got her tongue sticking out. She's there with her hands folded over her little goblin-looking dog. So maybe this feminine could have a dog. But she is completely wrapped up in her own world. Okay? She is reaping rewards. She is taking risks. She's tending her ground and sowing her seeds. It's like she's saying, I have a life to live, and I'm living. I'm living my life. I always hear with the Green Woman, catch me if you can. If you can keep up, be my equal, walk beside me. But if you're going to dawdle and you're going to drag me down and you kind of hem and haw about things that you think you want or don't want, then you're going to have to let me go so I can live. And then you've got to decide what path you want to take because I'm on mine. She's very empowering energy. Look at, she's got her tongue sticking out, right? She's like, fuck you and whatever. I'm doing my thing. Next to her we have Nellis the Alchemist. This is temperance energy, kind of. She's got a butt cheek out. But this is wonderful. A new path, realignment, irrevocable change, alchemy, and unblocked and unstuck. Yeah, she's not stagnant. She is manifesting things for herself, a new path, realignment, and the changes she is making for herself, she's not going back. Next to her, we've got the Singer of the Chalice. This is Ace of Cups energy. It's like if you see these two together, she's waving her wand and she's creating this beautiful cup of emotional stability. It's there for her because she's making it for herself, but it's so wonderfully crafted with dedication and love that it's overflowing for anyone else who would come and accept it. This is a card of trust and patience, hope, miracles, love, and creativity. So she is person two. I say she because we've got two feminine cards here. Person two is in a beautifully emotionally empowered energy here. One seems very stagnant, stuck in their own heads, but the one seems very content to conjure, I heard, her own stable love surroundings. I do think that she's doing it not only for, like I said, not only for herself, but for whoever may want to come and join her whenever they get out of their mopey, broody, hemming and hawing. I don't know what I want to say. I don't know who I want to say it to kind of energy. Hang on, I'm changing my music because I really don't like ads on my music. It's very distracting. Especially now because they're political. Okay, just refreshed it. Maybe it'll... Okay, so now I've drawn 3 cards for the state of the connection itself, the energy flowing between the lovers, okay? And here is why person number 1 is stuck in trying to speak their mind. The first card that dropped out was the Soul Shrinker. There, look how big he is. Look how much he fills up that card. There is somebody, I always get the feeling with the Soul Shrinker that there's somebody over their shoulder breathing on them, watching their every move, and trying to influence how they conduct themselves. It's a card of so it's talking about right speech and right thought, but there is gossip here, there could be evil eye here. Thoughts can manifest, so make sure they're pure. There's something in the energy of the connection. Now, this is the energy in between the two. There's something in the connection that is a little bit poisonous here. So that's why I feel like they're not really in communication about this. In the connection, there's some kind of poisonous energy. Something is mucking up the truth. Look at him, you can just hear him breathing, talking shit, coming in with gossip and lies. There's a few cards in this deck that are like that. Another one is the Glankener, and he comes in with pretty lies, fancy words, like Grima Wormtongue energy. But this, I don't know if this is internal or external, but this is definitely in the connection somehow. The second card we dropped was La Scuna, and she's one of the frog maidens. She is the energy of trying to salvage something that had been washed over. So if you think about, look at her, she's on her little toadstool with her froggy feet, and she's trying to center herself, okay? This is the feeling of trying to salvage after a storm has come through, maybe a rain has come through. This is salvaging something from the muck, okay? This is exploring dreams, waters, and patterns. Cancer energy, water energy, of course, because she's a frog. Music here, I love that. She says, be brave and explore the inner and the outer, looking for things that can be salvaged. I feel like she's trying to find the pearls in the dirt. So somebody's trying, in the energy of the connection itself is the idea of trying to weed through expectations or lies or negative self-talk in order to find the pearls of wisdom, something to salvage. Next, we have the trickster, okay? But he does say take a risk. He's like the distractor. I like to describe him as the M80 in the toilet, okay? Something that you throw like pocket sand, smoke bomb. He causes chaos in order to cause a distraction. Breaking patterns, little chaos, and getting a new perspective. Creative chaos, take a risk. So I get the feeling that if you could see how this is arranged, we've got the Soul Shrinker here whispering. I feel like this hot breath, it's kind of gross. And this is what's in the... Remember, this is in the 4D. The fairies are one vibration higher than we are. So this is like, it stinks. His breath smells. There's something in the connection that's just kind of poisonous. Laskuna she's sitting there on her toadstool. Her eyes are closed. She's focused. She's focused towards the little trickster, either asking for a distraction so she can get away from this soul shrinker, or she's sending him to be a distraction, or she's looking for a direction to jump to take a risk to get away from the soul shrinker. There's two cards here about taking a risk. I'm going to go like this. So we've got 3 maidens in the middle here. In person one's energy, we've got Lace, the Moon's daughter, trying to figure out riddles, trying to look inward and explore the things in the inner mind. Then we've got Laskuna looking to jump, but she's focusing inward. It's like a rain had come through. She's sitting on her toadstool. She's focused. She's quiet. She's got her eyes closed. She's maybe meditating. And then we've got Nellis the alchemist. Irrevocable change. Interesting. Then over here we've got the sage and the trickster and the singer of chalice. This is Ace of Cups. So the sage going inward again, kind of being detached. Like I said, this is hermit energy. So detachment from something, but distracted. I love that there's distraction here, because it's like somebody's trying to keep this soul shrinker busy so that Laskuna can make this jump. Then in person 2, somebody just living their life, reaping their rewards, taking the risks for their own abundance, and alchemizing a container, I heard. A container for love. I also heard they're healing their heart. I also heard they're healing the connection. Someone's trying to heal the connection. But like I said, there's that doubt here. I do feel like this is connected to person 1, so I kind of moved it up a little bit. I feel like this soul shrinker is connected to person 1 because we do have Arvel the parrot here. Somebody who can't speak. Somebody who's just mimicking back what they're being told. Like I said, this is somebody who could be no, yeah, everything's fine, like you said, just to keep the peace. But I feel like they're hearing the call of the connection. There could be music involved here. Maybe they're getting insight from music. And there's just a feeling of waiting for the time to jump towards something new. They're waiting for a distraction. A way to break old patterns, I heard. And they're going inward with this sage energy in order to really, really make this break out. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the physical. This could just be emotional and mental. This could be somebody just being honest with themselves. And I know honesty came out in the last reading. So let's try to get a little bit of clarity, maybe. I don't know what question I want to ask here. Arvel the parrot. So if we read this in columns, we've got Arvel the parrot, then the soul shrinker, and the green woman. It's like she's not hearing any of it. Okay? She's not interested in any deceit and any doublespeak. Speak your mind to me or don't. Speak your mind. Yeah, that's what I heard. Speak your mind to me or don't speak. Okay? Because she knows that if they speak with lies, it's going to be that hot breath of just stink. She's like, your lies stink. So she's not even hearing it. She's going about her own business. Then we've got Lace the Moon's daughter, the one thinking about the riddles. Loskuna, meditating about what to salvage. And Nellis the alchemist, creating change, irrevocable change, creating a new path. We've got the sage, hermit and shaman energy, detaching from the world, detaching from others' expectations, going within and deciding what I think is true. What do I know to be true? Do I want this or do I not? And then the trickster there, waiting for some kind of distraction in order to take a leap of faith, in order to take a risk, and ultimately the last card going towards that Ace of Cups. So can we get a little bit of clarity here? What do I want to clarify? Let's start with that. Let's start with Arvel the Parrot. Please clarify Arvel the Parrot. What is getting stuck in their throat? That's too many. What is getting stuck in their throat? Thank you. We've got King of Pentacles here. The bear. But it was in the reverse, so let's see what this says. It says protective, focused, and economical. Okay, reliable, steward of their environment. It says triumphant and tranquil, relish life, and rest in abundance. But he was in the reverse. So he may not be feeling stable or abundant right now. Or person one, I apologize. King of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I give the King to the higher of the signs. So there could be Capricorn energy. But since it's Pentacles, it could be any of them. Okay. So for the second one, for Lace the Moon's daughter, we got 7 of fossils, the 7 of pentacles. We've got deer energy here. It could be, again, earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is, appraising and assessing, pruning and planning, accomplishment, dignity, peacefulness, increased progress, cultivation, yeah. Delicate tending. Oh, that's interesting because we did have the green woman here. Tending to, it says tend to and nurture your goals like fruit. So let's keep going and then I'll read it all together. Sage energy, please. Sage energy. Let me see. How do I want to ask this? Inner vision, hidden knowledge. What is he detaching from and exploring? What is the sage detaching from and exploring here? Is that the right way to ask that? What are you contemplating, person one? They wanted me to say that the sage, one of his eyes is normal, looking forward, and one is white because it has turned inward. So he's keeping an eye on the things around him and in front of him, but he is in deep, I don't want to say contemplation. What is it when you... What is that word? When you pick something apart in order to study it. Dissecting? He's really looking at things. We've got strength in the reverse. Yeah. Leo energy, a fire energy. This is courage and strength. Yeah. Compassion and leadership, respect and an open heart, overcoming fear, self-control, but it came out in the reverse. That's what he's trying to get a handle on. Or person one. How about the soul shrinker, please? Can you tell me anything about this hot breath liar in the world in reverse? Accomplishment, achievement, victory over after completion, goals, longs. Oh, okay. I'm hearing I'm I heard like you don't have enough to offer. You don't have enough to offer. What about La Scura? I want to come back to that, but that's what I'm hearing initially. This is like doubt about, because I mean, right there, the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. That king is the last king before the emperor, but he is in the reverse. So that's like discontent with the finance, discontent with his standing. He's not done with something. Laskuna, that's why she's meditating. She's coming out of heartbreak here. So there was some kind of wounding in the connection. Heartbreak, a painful secret or truth. There was rejection here, sadness, and it led to mourning. It says, face your pain with honesty, feel deeply, and allow yourself to heal. Luckily, it is in the reverse, which means she's coming, or the connection is being healed. It's coming out of that pain. But that's what Laskuna is contemplating, how she's sitting on her toadstool with her eyes closed, meditating, waiting for that distraction. What's the distraction that their connection is waiting for? There might be timing involved here. Waiting for waiting for the doorway to make a change and take a risk. I always hear Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson when this comes out. We've got the Hermit, yeah. Do I want this in reverse? Kind of came out wonky. I'll leave it upright. We've got the Hermit here on top of the Trickster. Again, owl energy, looking inward, looking for inner messages, inner insight, solitude. To come in underneath to come in underneath the sage, yeah. Solitude, introspection, and retreat, inner self, know thyself, be grounded and dedicated, discovery, and counsel. It says, you may have to walk alone for a bit, look for inner guidance. Yeah. So, in the connection, the world in reverse means that something has not ended. And I feel like it's whatever this King of Pentacles is. Remember, when I say the energy of the connection, that's where their two energies merge. But again, this is in a different vibration, okay? So she may be picking up on it a little bit. She may be sensing it a little bit. This could be in dreams. This could be in the subconscious. This could be underneath the moon where she doesn't, they don't even know maybe that they are connected in this way. Excuse me. But the poison in the water is the idea that person number one doesn't feel stable enough in their position, their status, their standing. their stability. That King of Pentacles in the reverse. He might have lost some money. He might not be in such a financial place where he's proud of himself. Proud of himself enough to come forward, because she's in green woman energy, right? She's like, look, I'm doing my thing. If it, whether it works or not, I'm doing my thing. If you want to catch me, if you can, keep up if you want, But he's in reverse energy here, so something hasn't ended. Now, what that does to the connection is it brought it a Three of Swords energy. There was a feeling of being rejected here. And then Hermit energy is solitude. So there could be a break. That's, what I had felt that in the beginning, and I didn't know how to explain it. I felt like there was kind of a break in the connection, or some kind of roadblock, some kind of speed bump. There's poison in the water. So she very well could have cut off from the connection. Not that the connection is dead, but she very well may, out of self-preservation, cut off from the connection. And he might be trying to figure out what he's supposed to do next. Can you give me the green woman, please? Give me one for the green woman. Nope, that's too many. I'm not taking more than one. So yeah, I don't feel a lot of love here. I mean, the singer of the chalice, that Ace of Cups, is here, but I still feel like they're still working in different directions almost. I'm sorry if the cards are loud in the mic. I hate it, but I do want to do it live. Give me the green woman, please. Clarify the green woman. It's not that she's not compassionate towards him either. She really is, but she's in a very mature energy, so she kind of knows that he's going to have to figure this out on his own. And I get the feeling that her productivity is not out of, I don't know how to say it. It's almost out of preparation for the future, for both of them. It's not like she's just doing it for herself. Like, she's, okay, yeah. 10 of branches. Okay, so that's a burden. That's a burden that she's putting down. Somebody's putting down a burden. Ending a cycle of burden. And release, transform, yeah. Don't push yourself beyond endurance or exceed your limits. It says release the old and transform past it. I like that. I also like in this card, this is the scarab beetle, and it's holding on to those 10 sticks. 4 of them are on fire. And this to me represents the 4 of Wands. So it's almost like they're trying to put down everything that doesn't promote the growth of a 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands is a new foundation, a new foundation for something in the future. Okay? It's represented by the, how do they say this? The chuba? It's the archway, the wedding archway. Okay, it usually has 4 stakes, and then there's like an archway over it, a canopy, something. It represents four pillars of a home that is to be built in the future. So I feel like person 2 is working on setting down burdens that have been getting in the way of building something stable for the future. Can you give me Nellis the Alchemist, please? What is she alchemizing? This irrevocable change. Oh, 6 of Wands. Victory. The hummingbird. 6 of branches. That's what she's alchemizing. Victory, success, reward. This is the second card we've got talking about reward. The other one was the green woman. reward, agility, be proud but humble. Beware of conceit. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Beware of conceit, arrogance, or ego. Be agile and attentive. Be humble. This is admiration and respect. Remember how you got here and who helped. And it says, shine with victory and uplift others. What was I saying? Her victory is going to build the foundation for, it's almost like she's building a net for both of them and for him to land in, a person one to land in when they can get past that. Ace of, do I want to say I mean, I guess Ace of Shells. That's the Ace of Cups falling on the Singer of the Chalice, the Ace of Cups. I mean, that's what it's all about. That Ace of Cups. Look, it's clarifying itself. Heard that's what it's for. That's what it's all for. The Ace of Shells. Deep, balanced, ancient, perfect, because it's a Nautilus. Nautilus are ancient. They found the perfect form and they kept it. It says thrive and love wherever it takes you. That's another key. The Nautilus, they go with the flow. And they are at home wherever the flow takes them. And they thrive. They've thrived for what, a bajillion years in the same form. They don't steer themselves anywhere. They have no means of steering. They just float, and they float with the current, right? This says emotions like love ebb and flow. Trust its motion even when turbulence tumbles you. Yeah. It says gentle, enduring, and flowing. That's what it's all for. I think that's I think we'll end it there. I'm not going to get any love quotes on this one. I just wanted a second try at that. So what have we got? We've got a person one who has gone inward in order to figure out what they want to say, what they're thinking. There is some kind of I can't find the word. I don't want to say study. Maybe it is studying. They're studying everything around them, within them, what they need, what they want, but there is somebody in their ear that is talking shit. And it could be like a distraction, okay? It could be a distraction from somebody who's saying, you still have responsibilities to me, you still have responsibilities over here. Let me see what else this card was saying. This could be negative self-talk because the card talks about thoughts can manifest themselves, so make sure they are pure. So if there's an energy here of I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not in the right financial state with that King of Pentacles in reverse, I've lost too much, I'm not enough. Be careful with that because that can manifest into the truth, right? So that's what that card is warning. Don't be your own Grima Wormtongue. Person one. But the feminine is a person two is in a very strong position. And like I said, I feel like that person, I don't get that they're out of sync right now, I feel. And I feel like when they do link back up, she's going to be in a better position. But it might intimidate him. I'm sorry. Yeah. The green woman person two might be in a better position, not financially, but emotionally, stability wise. She's created for her. Person two has created for themselves. They've manifested for themselves. They've pulled themselves out of the muck because we had Lost Gunna there trying to salvage something after a storm from the muck. and she's salvaged. Person two has salvaged themselves, and maybe consciously, maybe unconsciously, what they built after that was for the future. They want me to say how I used to describe. There was a cycle that went a couple years ago for some twin flames, but there was a bunch of stragglers who missed the portal, so they did not reconnect. But at the time, and they want me to reference that here. There's an energy of feeling lost, and when we feel lost, we tend to stagnate, and it comes from when we were children and we would get lost or separated from our family or friends. And what is the guiding um, advice? Stay where we last saw you so we can come back and get you, right? But that doesn't work in that. It doesn't work like that. That's when we were children, okay? But we cannot stay in the same space when so if this connection was broken in some way, somebody is in a very stagnant kind of energy. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't have enough to move. I don't have enough to do this. um I have to figure out what I want, who I am, what's my truth. But you have to keep moving, and person two has realized that they got to keep moving. And the reason is that in the future, if you do meet up again, you want to be there in the future. You don't want to be stuck in the past, because they're not going to meet you there in the past. And that's why it's so ingrained in us that when we feel lost, that we just freeze. Because when we were children, we were taught to stay put and they'll come back around. It doesn't work like that in the real world. It doesn't work like that in love like that. You cannot stay put, because time goes on, things develop, people change, life takes you in different directions. So you can't stay the same as you were when the connection ended the first time. If you're trying to come back around, right? You have to, and person two has the right idea, because they're preparing for that Ace of Cups double in the future. They're alchemizing, they're reaping their rewards, they're maturing, they're working, they're being true to themselves. Hi, baby. Because they know that they're preparing for something much better in the future. Excuse me? Don't even think about it. Come on, get down. That's what I wanted to. Yeah, we'll end it there because she's now putting her butt on the cards here. So, person one, please get a move on. It's such stagnant energy here with the King of Pentacles. The earth signs are very slow. We've got the Seven of Pentacles that's trying to invest in something, right? And it's good. It's good energy, but prune away what isn't working, even if it's emotional. Okay? Because you prune it in order to make room for new growth. So, person one needs to reassess what they invested in and prune away what has not worked. Okay, and right here in the center of it all is that Three of Swords in the reverse, healing from some kind of rejection and heartbreak. Okay, and they're both doing it, but they're doing it in different ways. I feel one is stuck. I'm not good enough. I'm not, whatever. And the other one is, I might not be good enough right now, but I'm not going to stay that way. So I need to keep moving. And again, she says, catch me if you can. And that means meet me in the future if you can. So that's what I have for round 2 of the love reading. I hope that resonated a little bit better. We're not going to get any other cards on this. I am going to go on to the moon reading before I lose daylight. So I hope this resonated. I hope the messages reached you for your highest good. If you vibed with my content, then please take a moment and leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, share my video. It all helps my content get seen. In the description, you'll see my email and donation links. I am open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any small donation, I would love to do a 3-card thank you spread for you personally. Email, Venmo, and Cash App are in the description. I appreciate any and all signal boost, feedback, or donation. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next video. It's going to be for the new moon in Aries. That's a big one. In sidereal. So until I see you again in the next reading, okay, thanks, bye.